Hello everyone, how are you? Today we're going to do a fall arrangement. So we're going to use this cute little wagon. I took the little handle off because it's flopping and making all kinds of noise. This I've had for a long time up in my stash. Everything today that I'm using is stuff from my stash. I'm making it a point to try to get rid of some of my stuff, because it's becoming a hot mess upstairs, y'all. Hot mess. So, I don't think anything I'm using is in the shop. So I encourage you to grab your bins full of stuff and create something with your stash items. So I'm using this little foam pumpkin. I think it came from Walmart. Yes, Walmart. It's $2.98. I've had it for a while. So we're going to get our pumpkin added. I think I'm going to have him kind of, these are foam. So I'm just taking a little wooden dowel. And we're going to get it in here. Okay, so I'm going to hit that with some glue. Let it do its thing. Okay, so I brought in, we're going to do the orange and creams for this design. The yellows, oranges, and creams. Not my favorite color palette, I'm going to be honest with you. I prefer more of the deeper colors for fall, more of the mauves, the burgundies, things like that. But we're using up scraps, and I know lots of people love this color palette for fall. So we're going to be going in with these. There's an orange one and sort of more of a yellow one. And then we're going to bring some of the cream. Again, these are scraps. This came from Walmart, actually. I probably had that up there for a long time. But let's go in with this guy here first. These are just little picks. So this will be a more budget-friendly design. Kind of want it, I think, right here. So I'm going to cut this. And I want it to kind of hug our pumpkin like that. This little guy, I'm going to give a bend a little bit. Oh, y'all, did I cut the tag off that other one? Let me see. I'll make sure there's no tags hiding in there. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. We're kind of hugging our pumpkin. I've got one more I brought. I think we'll create a little height with this one. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Doing something a little different, y'all. Normally when I do height, it's just I don't know if it's just muscle memory or if it's just a me thing, but normally I do higher on my left and then I cascade to the right. But today we're going to go higher on the right, which is very, very odd for me. Don't ask me why I do that. I just do. I'm going to add some height on this side today. Gonna mix it up. All right. Now let's bring in a couple of these cream flowers. Go up top with that one. Let's get another piece. I'm not a huge fan of that leaf, so I'm going to take it off. I'm going to go down low with that one. there goes the handle. Okay, I just have one more little piece. Let's add it over here. Okay, just add it there. So we're looking pretty good. This one, I may cut this little guy out of here. Y'all, I'm not a huge fan of these flowers, but this will be a less expensive option that I can have in my shop. All right, I'm just kind of bending these where I want them. I may actually even put this one. I have a little booth space. This might be a good one to put in the booth because it'll be less expensive. All right. So I'm probably going to do this one in the booth. Now I have these. Oh, I have one more flower. Let's see. Do I want to add it back here? Yeah, let's add it back here. Okay, I'm going to take the little flower part. Let's get it added in the back. Okay. Let's save those. I brought in these little pumpkin picks. Again, these are stuff I had in my stash. So let's see if I want to add some of these. They're a little darker cream, so we're pulling a little different texture. I think if I do, I'm going to do them a little lower. Yeah, like right there. So let me cut that down. I'll have this fly in here that is bugging me. It keeps attacking my leg. It's either that or glue. Maybe glue, y'all. I've been sitting over here swatting at this thing thinking it was a fly. I think it's my glue string. Y'all, don't get me started on this glue string. Don't get me started. All right. I brought another one. Let's add one on the other side. I was over here like swatting at this thing thinking it was a fly because we have flies really bad out here on the ranch. Here lately, they have been terrible. I don't know if you guys, wherever you live, have had a fly problem, but man, they've been crazy. And there's no reason. There's no reason why. We don't have cows. It's just country. We don't have cows yet, anyway. Once my sister-in-law gets here, she wants to have some minis. She wants to do miniature animals. So we're gonna have. She wants little miniature Highland cows and like miniature donkey and those little goats that faint. I don't know what you call those goats, but she wants some of those. So we will have livestock when she gets here. I'm gonna put these two on a pick. Okay, now that is a fly. I caught it that time, so maybe I wasn't losing my mind. I literally just saw it. All right, I'm gonna put these lower. Okay, getting there. I don't like this little, whatever this little flower is on this pick. I'm cutting it out. If you don't like something, just cut it out. I should have cut it out before I put it in here, but there we go. We'll leave these ones. They're not too bad. I didn't like those in the front. Okay. I had brought these in. I don't know if I want to use them or not. Just cut one and see. Well, maybe. Gives us some little whimsy. Some height. We'll add it. And then I'm going to tuck that one in lower. And if they look too tall when I go to do my pictures, like we can just, well, maybe I'm just going to do it now. We can just give these a haircut so that they're not quite as tall. There we go. So we have some little sprays, but they're not taking off into space. Let me see if I want to tuck in a few in other places. I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I have a hard time designing with these little flyaway things. They always look crazy to me. So I don't know if I want to just leave them on the end down there. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I want to add them like into the arrangement. So we're going to stop there. All right. And I have these are little twiggies with little pods on them. So those are kind of fun. So we're going to get one kind of in there with those other things. And then let's get another one. On this side. Okay, and then let's get one over here. All right, let me see if I want to add, see, maybe a little piece like right there. Just gonna get like a little baby piece. There we go. So our little pumpkin is kind of tucked in there. He's hidden by, I mean, he's not hidden, but he's surrounded. He's kind of hidden, but he's surrounded by all these beautiful fall florals. So if you wanted your pumpkin a little more exposed, you could put them up on a block or just don't put it down as far. But I kind of like it. All right, so now, so I think that's it for all of the little flyaways. Now I have a bag. I told you I was using my scraps, y'all. I have a bag of scraps from last year when I was putting them upstairs. I didn't want to just, wanted something to, somehow, some way to keep them. So I just put them in a bag. We're going to get some of these. I don't know how many we're going to use, but we're going to add some of these little leaves in here. Y'all, I don't throw away anything. It's very, very rare that I throw away something. I have the hardest time. I'm like, I could keep that and I could use it. But then you end up like, I end up like a hoarder upstairs. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these added around. I need to go upstairs and organize. It's a hot, hot mess. I keep saying, oh, okay, next week I'm going to do that. Next week I'm going to do that. And then that next week comes around and I haven't done it. But it's almost time to, well, it is time when I get back from vacation. I've got to change out my room down here and put all the spring stuff up so that I have room for the fall, Halloween, and Christmas florals. So when I take those upstairs, then I can maybe work on it. Get it a little more organized. Everything's just kind of piled up there right now. Alright, so I'm just adding leaves around the back. Okay, let's get a couple on this side. Then we're going to wrap this party up. May do one in here behind our pumpkin. I always tell my design students in the designer circle that, and I probably mentioned it on here too before, but if I do something around the bottom, I like to try to bring it into my arrangement as well, just so we don't have this one random product around the bottom. It's brought into our arrangement. So we'll bring that one in there. Now in the back here, I think we need a little of, need something back here. So let me see. I have these pieces from where I pull the flower off. Maybe I can tuck that in there. It's got a little bit of flowers on it. Okay, yeah, that's better. So I just tuck these little flower filler in there. I think that helped. Okay, I think we're done. So I'll get the little handle added back on. But we got a cute little fall whimsical wagon arrangement. Again, not my favorite color palette, but definitely fall vibes with the oranges. If you love the oranges and the yellows, and perfect. So, and we used all scraps. So I hope you guys enjoy this fun, quick tutorial. I'm gonna get some pictures, and if I see any little spots, I've got plenty of leaves I can add. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to our channel, we would love to have you subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. You'll be notified every time we have new tutorials. Until next time, bye y'all.